All right, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the podcast, Melissa. I am so excited for our talk today. I think it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
All right. So first of all, why YouTube?
Um, Primarily for business. I have a company. It's a date spread brand called Wanna Date. We sell date-based spreads, obviously. It's kind of like this same thing as maybe fig butter or apple butter or pumpkin butter, but date butter. And recently, about a year ago, got into YouTube as content. I mean, as in marketing business, it's all about like engaging with your customers, your followers. So it's YouTube's a social media platform. It's SEO for Google. It's so many things. And the first video I posted was like a what I eat in a day full of date spread. So it was started out of that for that.
So not a lot of people are doing this, and I think that that's what's so brilliant about this. Is why I wanted for us to chat, because as a CEO of a company, as a brand, as a physical product, oftentimes stuff like YouTube is overlooked, and they'll like dive into stories or Instagram posts or anything like that. What is it about YouTube that felt like the right platform for you to share your journey?
Yeah, I mean, I do Instagram stories and everything. YouTube's longer format. I love that it's permanent. I remember when Instagram stories and then TikTok came out, it just drove me nuts. Like I hate the fleetingness of it. That's very like not millennial of me to say, but the fact that you spend time making this content or a story or whatever and it disappears in 24 hours, I wasn't into. So I was more into the idea of YouTube, stuff that lives forever. You can look back at, and it eventually monetizes too, was way more of an interest to me than investing deeply in like TikTok or stories for it to be gone 24 hours later.
Now, how has sharing your journey and being a CEO on the platform, how has that been helpful for your brand and your product growth?
It's definitely for the sake of SEO. I mean, when you Google and YouTube are one and the same. So when anyone Googles date spread, my YouTube videos come up. I couldn't tell you exact like metrics off the top of my head for how much traffic it's driven to my site, but it does. And it has grown, as well as off shot or off like similar topic videos I'll shoot that aren't wanna date or date spread specific, like
Mhm.
filming, benefits of giving up added sugar kind of things can bring someone who might be interested in date spread because they're searching for that to discover me and my videos and my channel and lead them on to, oh, she makes these products that don't have added sugar.
So tell us about your date spread and how the journey to this product happened.
Yeah, I am originally from like Northwest Georgia, a town called Kennesaw, and I grew up eating total unhealthy diet, junk food. Like the closest thing I ate to vegetable was ketchup. Like I ate so unhealthy and was the pickiest kid. But I went to NYU for college in 2015 and just overhauled my lifestyle here. I just started eating everything in the dining hall at the salad bar and trying things like acai bowls, and there's juice presses here, and started doing yoga. And yeah, I just became very healthy, basically ate a whole foods diet and got a job at a smoothie and acai bowl shop because I wanted like free food all day. And yeah, so while I was there, I had a business class too at the time, and um, it all kind of aligned up in a way that I started the job. Day one on the shift, I saw everything we sold, like the acai, the toppings, the nut milks, they all had added sugar, everything. And I was avoiding added sugar. So I was like, well, I can't eat anything here except like the raw fruit. And it kind of drove me nuts. And people thought they were eating healthy, like coming in between class, getting an acai bowl with granola that was sweetened, nut milks that were sweetened. The whole thing had like as much added sugar as a pint of ice cream. And I thought, why didn't we just sweeten these things with dates? They were a fruit I just started eating at the time in my like new health endeavors. And we didn't use dates for anything on the menu, but date syrups were just becoming a thing. And we had all these butters like pumpkin butter and apple butter and, peanut almond Nutella. So I was like, is there like some sort of date butter or a date chocolate one like Nutella where it's dairy free and vegan? But when I looked for it, it didn't exist. So I was like, okay. I just blended dates and water and cocoa one day in my dorm room, and it tasted insane, like better than raw dates themselves. So I thought, this is crazy that this doesn't exist. And it's the same thing as like blending, strawberries into strawberry butter. Like, why doesn't this exist? And I had that class. I just started school like the August fall semester. So I used that for my project, date butter, and came up with the brand name and everything. And at the end of that class, like in December, I thought, this is actually a really cool idea. It tastes really good. My class is into it. And I thought, if someone launches a date spread or date butter or whatever, and they will at some point, I will like pull my hair out for the rest of my life thinking like that could have been me. That was my idea. So I went with it.
Okay, so this journey is very interesting because you also ended up on Shark Tank. So how did that lead in happen, and what was the outcome from that?
Shark Tank just happened. I think the day I launched my website, I went on abc.com and applied. But maybe 6 months later, I got a call from a producer saying like, hi, we saw your application on our site. Like, can you tell me more about your company? And I did, and wound up on the show like that summer they filmed. So it's probably like a 4-month process from there of like auditioning and due diligence. But yeah, it changed everything essentially.
Now you were able to land a shark partner. How did that change the trajectory of your business, and how does it affect what you do with YouTube?
It doesn't affect what I do with YouTube. That's just me doing my thing. Mark Cuban's never been on a video of mine. It'd be cool if he was.
Man.
Yeah, I would say the biggest thing is like having gone on Shark Tank, it unintentionally made me the face of the brand because my face was standing there with Wanna Date on national television, and people were ordering to support me, and I get recognized and whatnot. So once upon a time, I never planned to be the face of the brand really, but it's kind of forced to. So that did go into the idea of, wow, so these people like me on TV, I'm decent on camera. Let's translate that into more content with YouTube videos to continue entertaining them.
Love it. I think what I love about your channel too is it's like you go through different diet things like Whole30 and going sugar free, and you share the journey and your results and what it was like. And I think that that's important because I think that it not only supports your product really well, but it allows for people to understand like, if like this is what I've gone through, and sharing this food journey, and like you can go through this too and have your own experience as well. And having yours documented, I think allows people to connect with you in a much more way. And I would think that it would also build really strong partnerships and loyal customers for you as well, because they're like, well, there's Melissa, the Wanna Date girl. Like, she keeps doing it. She keeps using this sugar-free substance. I'm going to use it. And then I love it. And then I just keep buying it over and over again. And so I think it's just this really big missing link when it comes to small businesses are missing that CEO, that face of their brand to connect with their customers. Why do you think it is that so many businesses aren't doing it?
Well, I mean, I hate to say it, but a lot of businesses are started just for the sake of profit, not out of a personal story, a personal problem. But then again, there are ones like myself, and I admire them greatly and try to emulate them. Like a company I really look up to, Primal Kitchen, they sell all like sauces and things that are completely Whole30 and paleo, and that's how the founder Mark Sisson lives his life, and he's very knowledgeable about it. He has a blog, he has his own YouTube too. Or this is more fitness, but Bear Performance Nutrition is like a supplement protein powder kind of company, and their CEO is a dude who does Ironmans and triathlons, and he's training for something like every month. So he's got a YouTube channel of like his Ironman training, his marathon training, what he supplements for all the training, like, and it links to his products. So there are people out there who own companies and live the life of what they sell, and I'm one of them. So, I don't eat added sugar. I eat completely like plant-based paleo, like my products. I only make products I would eat. I mean, so in a way it's something you can't force or emulate unless it's real. So it works like nothing for a person like me or Mark Sisson. But for founders who just start, I don't know what they could ever try to say in that manner.
So how has YouTube, so a big part of what we talk about on the show is how you can make money in relation to YouTube. But for you, it seems to be like a different story because you have this product that without like that would exist and you would profit from it and have partnership and growth from without your YouTube channel. So how do you bridge YouTube and your business and your profit?
I mean, I don't know how to answer that really. My business is my business. Want a date, the date spreads, and we just launched Date Does. I honestly, I'm not monetized on YouTube yet, so I mean,
well, a lot of what we talk about, a lot of what we talk about on the channel is like how you can use YouTube to help your business. It's not just about AdSense. In fact, AdSense is a small part of it. Like most people that will tell you AdSense is a really crappy way to make money on YouTube because it's a profit share and it's inconsistent and everything. But you can use YouTube to get leads for your business. You can get YouTube, for ad partnerships or sponsorships and partners and products and all these things that can stem from this thing that you've created. For you, it seems like you are using YouTube as a way to share your journey as a CEO. And also you had mentioned, the SEO component. Is YouTube doing anything else to support your business, or is it just something that you're doing to connect with your customers in a way, and then that's how the business comes from that?
yes, exactly.
Okay, so it's that last one there so you're using it to connect with your customers. So when it comes to your YouTube channel, what is it that you're hoping to provide for your viewers, for your audience?
To inspire, to educate, and to entertain. Those are like my three little pillars. My customers, they want to know more about how they can eat healthy. So I do the recipes. I do things like what I eat in a day. It's a way to share the product information, and hopefully, people say they like to watch it.
So talk to us through your process. How do you create your videos? How do you decide what you're going to create? How do you put them together? Walk us through that journey.
Well, it depends what kind of video. I mean, I've got a weird mix on there from like just straight talking head ones, to ones where I'm walking around with my camera the whole time, filming what I'm doing and eating in a day, or a day in the life of running Want a Date itself. I've done vlogs of events. Like we were just at this really cool thing in New York called Vegandale. So, I filmed throughout the day and then made like a cool montage of that event. It really just depends what's up. But going into something like Vegandale, I know I'm going to be taking clips throughout the day. In my head, I'm thinking, make sure, you explain from start to finish what's going on so you can end up making a cohesive storyline out of it. Other times, if it's a talking head, it's pretty much following like a script or bulleted points from start to finish. So it really depends.
And are you putting these all together yourself, or do you have a team that you work with that helps you execute your final product? What is the editing, uploading, thumbnail part like for you?
Yeah, I would say the first like couple dozen videos I did, I filmed and edited everything, and then tried to find like a freelance editor, but wound up finding Video Husky, which is the best. So it's like virtual assistants that do the editing, which is what I currently still use.
Yeah, Video Husky is great. I worked with them in the past as well. And that's how actually you and I got together. I was able to connect with them to introduce you because I thought your interview that you did for their podcast was so good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So I always like to ask a little bit of rapid fire to help people who are in this like creator journey with anything that they might be, mentally constipated about and things like that. So what is it that you film with?
Either my DSLR or my iPhone, depending on where I am.
Okay. And who are some of your favorite female YouTube creators?
Ooh, I love Natasha Ocean, like personally. I love, as I said before, Bear Performance Nutrition. The founder there is Nick Bear. I love his stuff too. So I would say them.
Awesome. And then if you had a company or another creator that you could do a dream collaboration with, who would that be?
Ooh. Probably, honestly. So like there's a Impact Theory. It's a podcast, but he does YouTube just as heavily for his stuff. Tom Bilyeu, he's the founder of Quest Bar. I would kill to like meet him, be on his channel, talk to him about everything from health, nutrition, business. So that's my dream.
Is there a creator that you would love want to date with, to partner with, to get the product in front of their hands and share with their community?
There's so many like health, fitness, vegan influencers out there. I can never just say one.
Well, all of them should
Yeah.
contact you then. So for want to date, what's your favorite video that you've gotten to make so far?
It was actually a personal one that probably has not many views compared to the rest, but it was my little brother's his college graduation weekend. I vlogged it. And also a personal one that was a trip to Zion. So like those are personal to me and they were like home videos. So I love those the best. But yeah, my trip to Zion, which is a national park, and then my little brother's weekend is good.
Do you have a YouTube goal that you're looking forward to reaching, like a view count, subscriber count, partnership count, anything like that?
I mean, everyone's got the dream, but I'm not. My focus is my business in terms of goals and stuff. YouTube is just an organic, beautiful thing. I hope it comes to be.
I love that. So, if you had advice for someone getting started on YouTube, what would it be?
To just straight up be authentic, and if you have something to say it. If you don't, you shouldn't be on YouTube because, YouTube is a crowded space. So unless you're just on there, you won't stand out unless you're yourself. That's the only way to stand out.
Mm-hmm. I don't disagree with you. I think that too many people let too many things get in the way of them stopping, and they try to be all these people that they're watching versus just being themselves, which I think is way better than being somebody else, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
So where can people follow your CEO journey on YouTube?
You could follow me. My name is Melissa Bartow, and I'm the CEO of Wanna Date. So that would be the title of my channel to find me at. Yeah, even that itself, I was like, do I do this as Melissa Bartow? Do I do this as a Wanna Date channel? I was like, let's just call it both.
and it's working for you. People get to learn about you and your company, and it bridges it really well together, or vice versa. They want to know more about your company, and then they find out that it's you, and it's a whole, I'm sure, love fest journey for sure. So, well, thank you so much for your time and for being on the podcast. I think that you gave such great insights to help people with this journey. And I love what you had to say about being the CEO and the face of your brand and how you grew into it. It was just so fantastic. Thank you so much for your time. Before we go, do you think there's room on YouTube for new creators?
100%, especially if you have like a business or a product or something. Like, why wouldn't you be on YouTube? I mean, I think about other food brands, and they should be posting recipes. They should be showing behind the scenes of what they do. Like that's the world we live in now. If you aren't doing that, you're just behind, honestly.
I love that. And so live that truth, everybody out there. And if you do not have a YouTube channel, get on there ASAP. Thank you so much again, Melissa. I appreciate for you your time. Thank you to all those who are listening. Remember, you are impossibly amazing. And until next time, I will see you soon. Peace.